on the goddamn spot, and then you tried to make up an answer on the spot. You are in trouble, dude. You cannot falsely claim that you are a member of the forces when you are not.
Freedom of
that
speech.
Is stolen valor. Actually,
no, it's not. Stolen.
That is stolen valor. You falsely claim to be a veteran when you are not.
Wear a uniform.
That's a form of
you wear a
valor.
uniform. No. Look up the definition of stolen valor.
Saying that they've done their time, saying that they've done their service. Okay, busted. Absolutely busted. Completely cooked. Shame on you. Shame on you. And hopefully, every single person watching this live stream can agree to just how shameful that is. We're talking about people on the left. We're talking about people in the center. We're talking about people in the right. Can we just all collectively shame that person for falsely claiming that they served in our military? That is so disrespectful. Welcome in. Do you support Trump? Okay, Mackenzie's not here. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest. Guys, only up inside of that queue if you happen to be MAGA. We might also have to hit a restart, unfortunately. we might have to hit a restart, unfortunately. I do think that the sit out of the live was suppressed. Welcome in, Cubby. Do you support Trump? Okay, Cubby's not here. Cubby's not here. Moving on to the next guest, we got old Witty loading up into the queue. Over on Super Chat, thank you so much for the $10. Daryl, Dare Soul with the $10 says, just following orders does not uphold in court. Ask the Nazis during the Nuremberg trials. No, absolutely. And then Lord T, thank you so much for the $20 over on PayPal. Lord T, you kind of went a little deep with that message, man, against the last guest. So I'm going to go ahead and not read that out loud. But if you're watching over on YouTube, I'm sure that you could see it yourself. Thank you so much for the love, man. I really appreciate you for supporting me and what we do here. Show some love to Lord T down below. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
How old are you?
70.
Right, man. Why do you support Trump?
Because Trump's keeping his word against our enemies. Love it. I love it.
Actually, no, he's not. He promised no new wars.
I don't care. Okay, this is an old war. This is an old war. Iran's an old enemy.
But you went from saying that he was keeping his word to now saying he's not keeping his word, but you don't care.
Yeah, no, he kept his word to me that he's going to take care of these enemies that's going to unalive a bunch of innocent people, and that's what he's doing. This is an old war. This is
how did that go in Afghanistan and
I don't care about Iraq. Afghanistan. We're talking about Iran.
I know, but the question is, how did it go in Afghanistan and Iraq? History can inform us about the future.
Afghanistan's over with. That's over with. With Iran, he's kicking Iran, the enemy that can unalive a lot of people.
But do you remember the Afghanis and Iraqis celebrating the killing of Saddam Hussein, this brutalistic dictator who's murdering their citizens? But then over the course of the next 20 years, over 1 million Iraqis and Afghanis died in what became the Forever War. I mean, it is just such an instrumental part of modern American history that this isn't even a partisan issue. This is a tweet from Charlie Kirk last July.
That's a good memory, but we
can I read something real quick? Right, this is a tweet from Charlie Kirk last July.
Doing great.
Well, exactly. It's like you just attempted to appeal to history as it would relate to Venezuela. Okay, in an attempt to justify that because of what has historically happened, that therefore we know the outcome in Iran's going to be good.
Are you glad these tyrants are gone? Are you glad these tyrants are gone?
They're not gone. But can I please finish speaking?
The tyrants that are unalive, are you glad?
Oh, their supreme leader's dead? Yeah, I'm fucking happy he's dead. but I'm not happy with the operation that made him dead.
Well, you should be happy with Trump then.
Okay, but I want to explain to you why that's not the case. In fact, I was just attempting to make an argument, but you cut me off midway through.
Well, that's okay. You cut me off all the time, so we kind of even.
Okay, all right, we're even. Now moving forward, can we agree to not interrupt one another?
If you promise not to.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So you just attempted to like appeal to something that has happened in history. And when we look at what happened in Iran and Afghanistan, I've already described this to you, it resulted in over 1 million dead Iraqis and Afghanistanis, or what we did in Libya, what we did in many other countries as well, Yemen, Syria, so on and so forth. It is very typically a mission in which proves to be unsuccessful via the creation of destabilization in the area. Not to mention that it's actually American involvement that gave way to the lead of the current Islamic regime that we see governing over Iran, starting with the CIA coup of their legitimate leader in the 50s or 60s.
Well, you see, in Venezuela, they were unaliving U.S. citizens with all the poison they were sending us, and Iran has these. Well, they were about to build these boomers that could take out a lot of lives too, and that's what Donald Trump is going to do. That's what he's doing, preventing unaliving innocent people, whether it's worldwide
We killed
or the
80
United
people
States.
today.
Well, you just interrupted me. You went on
steals
for a long
off. My
time.
bad.
Yeah, but anyway, saving lives, more lives in Israel, because, these people unalived a bunch of young people not long ago. And I find that the leftists are they're more aggravated with going on now than when the Israel, you like pull for our enemies all the time. Why is that?
Dude, okay, listen, it's not pulling for our enemies, okay? It is pulling against history. And I've already described that to you, and you've completely ignored it. You're just literally repeating the
We see
same
that
argument.
happen already. We're talking about
You're literally
going on
repeating
now.
the same argument that we heard for Iraq.
But anyway, this is Iran. This is going on now. We're not talking about the past. With
But
Afghanistan,
you've already
Iraq,
agreed. You've already agreed. you unmute it and you start speaking, you're gone. He left on his own. Good. I don't care. What a sick human being. That's where we're at as a country. Man. Whoever thought that MAGA would take it that far? There are no bounds to the MAGA mind violence. Doing so. I'm actually speechless.
Yes, I support Trump. His money.
Oh, hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Nice to meet you. I
Nice to
do
meet
these
you.
debate streams. It sounds like maybe your daughter or somebody in your life.
Yeah, she'll tell me about it.
Yeah, got you set up. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, we basically do these call-ins where we just talk to people that support Trump. So I just people that have donated to the stream before we hop into our conversation.
Oh yes, no problem.
All right, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for your patience. Lady Sorella, I appreciate you for the $5 over on Super Chat. Same thing to you, John. I appreciate you so much for the $5 as well. T, thank you for the $5. Miss Harley, thank you for the $5. Some, thank you for the $5. Well, with a 5. And then John, thank you so much for the $20 Super Chat, who says, as a disabled vet from the 90s, I and my comrades sacrificed a period of time in our lives and devotion to protection, to both protect and defend both an idea and the people that the idea serves. That is our collective job. I appreciate you so much for your service and for the support, John. Same thing to you, Brandy. Thank you for the $20 over on Super Chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, you guys. One person to thank right now over on Super Chat as well would also be Ronaldo. Thank you so much for the 50 euros on Super Chat. Thank you so much, Ronaldo. I want to see 500 Ronaldo W's. That is so incredibly got to be, man. Thank you so much for that support. Ronaldo with a 50 says, my dad's former military in South Africa. He would never allow me to join because he knows it's old men arguing and young men dying. Too many idiots glorify the idea of killing others as long as it's done with a uniform. Such a disgusting world we live in. I know, Ronaldo. It is so sick. It is so fucking sick. Like, I don't even have words to express how upset I am with what that last guest said. Thank you for the love, Ronaldo. And then one last super chat here from Rockin with the $10 who says that last caller really pissed me off. Me too. Okay, that last caller pissed every reasonable person off. Over on Venmo, Lexington, thank you for the $10 who says, appreciate you keeping the conversation rooted in rights, not just rhetoric. I appreciate you so much for that love, Lexington. And then Shayla, thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo for dealing with these insane people. Appreciate you for the support, Shayla. Let's get 250 Shayla W's. Fasi, thank you for the $10. Lydia, thank you so much for the $10. Shout out to you and your husband. Sean with the $10, a little extra noise for this guy. And then Valkyrie with the $10. Thank you so much for that support, Valkyrie. We're all caught up over on Venmo. Just a couple people to thank on PayPal. Then we'll hop into that debate. Over on PayPal, thank you, Isabella, for the $10, who says, hey, Dean, there were pro-ICE protesters outside, and they were not happy when I clocked off of work and stood across from them with my Trump likes minor sign. They called me crazy. You know what? Good for you. Thank you for pissing them off, Isabella. You're a true patriot. And then Sarah, thank you so much for the $20 who says, hey, Dean, I've never donated before. I thought I'd give to somebody on TikTok, but I really enjoy your lives. Oh, well, thank you so much, Sarah. Huge shout out to you. I appreciate you for supporting me in what we do here. Show some love to Sarah. I thank you. And then just two more people over here on PayPal. Kristen with the 20 says, first time supporting the grift. Keep cooking these bigot losers, my friend. You're beautiful. Thank you, Kristen.
About 15 fucking seconds,
Farsi.
you getting pushed the fuck up out of here.
Not before I get to cuss her out.
Farsi.
And that's what happens when you are rude to your guests, everybody. What you see now is the truth about liberals and truth about pretty much everything having to do with them. They are rude, obnoxious, and bad people. So if you're watching this here on Rumble and on YouTube, come on over to Real Talk with Don Robeson, where you have a better experience and you'll have a better time. And you won't have to deal with guys like Dean Withers and pretty much the nonsense he's normally doing. So See you on the next one.